Ladies and gentlemen, and many special guests who join us here today, welcome to Silverstone, where today marks a very special occasion in the history of the MotoGP World Championship. It's a great pleasure to welcome Dorna CEO Carmelo Ezpeleta, who shortly will have the privilege of inducting International Road Racing Teams Association CEO Mike Trimby into the Hall of Fame as a MotoGP legend. Today is the first time since the MotoGP Hall of Fame was created 24 years ago that a non-rider will be inducted as a MotoGP legend. Mike's career began as a rider and mechanic in the 1960s. However, he soon started to emerge as a key figure off the track, and in 1982, the riders officially requested Mike to act as their representative, and 4 years later, IRTA was created in 1986 with Mike, the driving force, at the helm. IRTA has since played a pivotal role in advocating for riders and teams, and huge increase in rider safety in the sport has been since that era, largely thanks to IRTA. And on a weekend in which Grand Prix motorcycle racing celebrates its 75th anniversary, it feels appropriate that this is the weekend one of the most important figures in the history of Grand Prix motorcycle racing is rightly recognised and honoured for his incredible work and dedication in shaping the sport MotoGP has become today. Before we hear from Carmelo and very shortly from IRTA representative Tony Congram, let's take a look at this short video. Carmelo, Mike is greatly missed by the MotoGP family. You worked so closely with him for so many years and saw his influence on this great championship. I'd now like to invite you to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Irene. Well, it's a very special moment for me. You mentioned that this is the first non-rider who will be part of the MotoGP legend, and it's true. It's really, if the MotoGP is as it is right now, big part of this is Mike Trimby. I met him many years ago for first time when he was representing the riders, even before IRTA start. This moment I was the director of the Jarama circuit, and we met that time. I remember very well him riding an enduro bike, looking the paddock, looking the different things, and making an incredible effort. To be honest, at this moment, it was considered something strange representing the riders, but not very well accepted by let's say, the authorities of the paddock. Mike continued doing that. Later on, he was growing, and with the creation of IRTA, he was doing everything to, in principle, to improve the most important thing of the safety of the riders. It was crucial for that. Without Mike Trimby, I'm absolutely sure we will not be as we are right now. Later on, when we start in 1991, signing the agreement between IRTA, FIM and Dorna and Two Wheel Promotions, to be honest, Mike was not especially happy at this moment. But working together, we achieve what we achieve right now. Then, for me, it's a very emotional moment, not just because as CEO of Dorna, I'm representing what the championship thinks about Mike, is because we became very big friends. I was very happy to deal with him. he was always with a typical British sense of humor, explained to me very things. To be honest, in the beginning was very difficult to understand each other, but finally we do it. And it's a very emotional moment when we have the news last year in Misano that Mike has this big attack. Honestly, was something very, very strange. Right now, after that, and with Irene here, I think it's the proper manner to show in front of everybody how important Mike Trimby has been for all of us. Then I'm extremely happy to announce him as a MotoGP legend, because really the MotoGP is as it is right now thanks to Mike Trimby. Thank you.
Tony, you've been, of course, part of the IRTA family for many, many years. You've seen firsthand the incredible work that Mike did for MotoGP. I know you'd like to say a few words.
Yes, thanks, Matt. Good afternoon, everybody. Irene has asked me to say a few words on her behalf and of the Trimby family. Thank you all very, very much for being here today to witness Mike's induction into the Legends. Thank you, Carmelo. Thank you very much for Mike's invitation into this very prestigious club. I mean, it's very unbelievable. Mike and Carmelo, as you said earlier, have had a very strong relationship through the years. And it's testament to Mike's memory that you've asked him to become part of the Legends. It's a very proud moment, an honour for Irene to have, you know, Mike's name alongside all of these incredible riders, past and present. So to be amongst them, Irene is very proud, and so would Mike be very proud. As you can imagine, it's still a very emotional time. And on behalf of Irene, we'd like to thank you for all your messages, your emails, your WhatsApps, all your form of communication that Irene's had from all of you, for your kind words and your support in this particularly sad time. Again, thank you, Carmelo. And I guess we leave it up to you now. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Of course, playing a huge role at Mike's side for all those years was his wife, Irene, who I'm delighted to say joins us today. I think it is fair to say Mike would not have achieved half of what he did for our great sport without Irene by his side. I'd like now to invite Irene to join Carmelo and Tony on stage for the medal presentation and for Mike to be officially inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Oh, goes on my neck.
Thank you.
Ready? Go this way. Some photos.
We need to put this.
You stick it on the wall.
Irene and Tony, if we could just ask you to stay on the stage just a little bit longer. I'm just going to be right now, FIM.
Stay with me, stay with me.
I'm just going to invite FIM President Jorge Villegas now onto the stage. I think he has a special presentation as well to Irene.
As you can imagine, the FIM wants to honor Mike Trimby because it was also a good friend. And maybe you don't know, but back in 1990, maybe before you met him, The first person who called me when I founded my federation in Portugal was Mike, because he was taking care of the Macau races, as you remember, and he wanted to know how the things will proceed. So I know him since 1990. And in the last General Assembly, it was voted by 121 countries, the gold medal from the FIM to Mike. So as I know you don't want to come because you are a very discreet person, I take the chance that we are all among friends to give you this medal. Can you hold the mic, please?
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's ceremony. Thanks as always to Dorna CEO Carmelo Ezpeleta, and please show your appreciation for Mike Trimby, MotoGP legend.
I know he will be